I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Here we provide solutions to your request. Keep posting questions and we'll be providing you with simple solutions, easy to understand. Now, here is a very beautiful question for us where we are going to understand how do we add or subtract numbers. But there is a twist to it. We'll go in the reverse order. Backward calculations will be involved. So that helps us to give us some exercise on what we already know, right? So here are four questions for you, two for adding and two for subtracting. You can always pause the video, answer, and then look into my suggestions. The very first one, let's begin with that. 67 and add 89. What is that? So that's a straightforward. We just add 7 and 9. So it is 16, 6, and 1 carry forward. So 9 is like 10 minus 1. So 10 plus 7 is 17. Take away 1 is 16. So we get 1 there. 7 and 8, you can add them. So you could do even 8 plus 1, 9, and then 6, which is 15. So we write number 15. So as you can see, A, B, and C are 1, 5, and 6. So now let's do the next one, which is D8 plus 8E. We need to find what is D and what is E. So when we add something to 8, we get 3. What could that number be, right? So if I add 5 to 8, I get 13, right? So E should be 5. So that's kind of reverse calculation. 8 plus 5 is 13, and then 1 will be there. Now we want to get 6 at the end. So what should I add 8 to get 6, right? So 8 plus 2 is 10 and 6 means I have to add 8 to it. 1 is already there. So since 1 is already there, D should be equal to 7. Makes sense, right? And of course, we'll get 16. So 1 will be for F, right? So we get all our results. Well, as you move along, you could also write down that A is 1 here, B is 5, and C is 6, as that could be a part of your question. So D in this case is 7, E we found as 5, and F as equal to 1. Correct. So this is the way we have to do it. Perfect. The next one is 81 minus 77. So that's a straight subtraction question. So we have to borrow. When you borrow, 8 becomes 7 and this becomes 11. When you take away 7 from 11, the number is 4. And when you take away 7 from 7, number itself, you get 0. So we get G equals to 0 and H equals to 4. Makes sense, right? The last one here is JKL on the top. And we have to take away 64 to get 48. So how do you get 8? Well, 8 is bigger than 4. That means we'll have to borrow something from here, right? So that becomes a double digit number, right? So 8 plus 4 you could do is 12. That means L should be 2, right? So I could write L as equals to 2. Okay, so 12 take away 4 is 8. Now, coming to the tens place, how do I get 4? We have 6 already there. It has to be bigger two-digit number, right? So we'll have to borrow from here also to make it one more, right? And we had already taken away something from k, remember that part. To get 4 from 6, what should we add? Well, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 4 is 14, right? So it should be 14. So this number should be 14, correct? So if I take away 6 from 14, I do get 4. However, remember one part that this 14 is the result after borrowing 1 to the right. So therefore, the value of k should be equal to 15. 5, I should write, sorry. The value of k should be equal to 5, right? Because from 5, I am going to borrow. And since there is 0 here, nothing written here, so j is equal to 1. Makes sense. So that is how we are going to answer this question. Slightly tricky. So I'd like you to practice with some questions like this. You can make your own. So that will give you insight to how do we add and how do we subtract. So reverse operation is an important technique, and this is a very simple example to just begin with mastering this technique. I hope this concept is absolutely clear. Feel free to write your comments, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for your valuable time and all the best.